What's the point of your existence?
To feel. Because you've never done it, you can never know it. But it's as vital as breath. And without it, without love, without anger, without sorrow, breath is just a clock ticking.
Run to the light, baby! Mommy is in the light! Mommy is waiting for you in the light!
When you have a new baby, one of the other children has to die. Well, it's a tradition. One of us has to go.
Which one?
Well, they only need one boy.
Do you ever wonder about all the different ways of dying?
In the spirit of practice, I've come up with a little list of the most popular procedures that we are going to try on you tonight.
Welcome back to the Skewered Universe Podcast. My name is Jeff.
And I'm like, Leiann.
She's back. She's back, everybody.
Beep boop. My cybernetics are complete.
Is Skynet online?
I don't even know a funny way to respond to that.
Welcome back.
Hey, I'm back. Crazy.
Everyone should be excited.
I know. Well,
because you're back.
yeah, I mean, I'm alright.
Yeah, so how... You want to tell everybody what's been going on, or...?
Yeah, I'm now a robot. I am your sex robot.
Oh, no,
Sir,
no,
and Almighty King. Beep boop.
No, you're not. Oh my god. Sex robot.
Anyway, I got surgery. I got a cholecystectomy.
Which means?
They chopped my head off.
She's now talking out of her ass.
Well, I've got the head next to me. I mean, I've got my body next to me. No, it's a gallbladder taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having too many attacks, apparently, and they were like, no, let's get that out.
Which we've chronicled here on the show before.
Yeah. That's been exciting.
So,
yeah.
I'm glad you're back, though, because this is a landmark episode for us. This is number 100.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Been doing this since 2018, and we just now in 2025 hit episode 100.
You know, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
True, and hopefully the quality is going to only go up from here.
I hope so.
Since the last time the both of us have recorded, there have been some changes in the Skewered Universe studio. We have a new PC. Yeah, so we are now recording on the new computer. For anyone out there who's wondering what the specs are, I will tell you it is running an AMD Ryzen 7800X 3D.
He's been watching a lot of YouTube videos, so he's, like, learned all this computer stuff and thinks he's hot.
Yeah, I don't think I'm hot shit. I still don't know enough to build it, so I got a pre-built. Took advantage of a sale. Things worked out where I could get it. But, as I was saying, AMD Ryzen 7, I believe, 7800X 3D, a PNY 4070 Super Overclocked Edition, which I'm not doing any overclocking, I'm not that crazy, and 64 gigabytes of DDR5. So for all you computer nerds who listen, there you go. And I mean that in the most respectful way, because I actually love learning about all this stuff. But anyway, that's the biggest change here, I think. I don't think there's been anything else. Oh, home renovations have been finished as well.
Yeah.
Finally. So the saga that we've been going on for the last year, and I know it's a year because my Facebook memories told me that a year ago yesterday, which was Saturday the 15th, was when I started moving boxes out of the house of stuff we started packing up in anticipation of the renovations starting right away, which was delayed until October of last year. Pause for silence. Anyway, so it's episode 100. We've done 100 of these motherfucking things.
We've done 99 of them.
Yeah. You've been here for the majority of those.
Yeah.
The last few, not so much. And I will say again, the last episode I recorded, 99, I will apologize if there were any audio issues. I could only do so much as I was recording it on an iPad. So hopefully things were not crazy, but we shouldn't have any more issues going forward. So, episode 100. Leiann, this is your month. It is your birthday month.
Yeah, it is.
So do you have anything special for us?
I kind of have some options for you.
Okay.
You have two options.
Oh.
What kind of mood are you in tonight? Are you in a fun mood, or are you in a mood?
I think I'm in more of a fun mood.
Okay. I had a feeling you would choose that option.
Simply because the last two films were kind of heavier Lynch films, so I'm looking for something a little fun to break it up.
Okay. Well, I do have a pretty fun movie. I haven't watched it yet. You haven't watched it yet. If you've watched it and I wasn't paying attention, I'm so sorry. I have a tendency to fuck things up, so I have a feeling I'm gonna fuck this up. How about Michael Bolton's Big Sexy Valentine's Day special?
I have not seen that.
Guess the fuck what? You're watching it.
All right. Little veer into something different for us, but we've done that before in the past.
Because it's just ridiculous. I kind of skipped into it a little bit to see what it was like. I dig the vibe. I'm up for it.
It's one that I meant to watch a few years ago when it was coming out.
2017.
I just didn't get around to it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of people in it, and
I think, didn't The Lonely Island have something to do with that too?
I believe so, yeah. Andy Samberg's in it, Will Forte, some other people.
Nice.
Yeah, the description says, after Santa tells him he needs 75,000 new babies by Christmas to meet toy supply, Michael Bolton hosts a telethon to inspire the world to make love.
Well, I mean, if anyone's going to get people to start fucking, it's going to be Michael Bolton.
Yeah?
I mean, even,
not me, but somebody.
Even without the long, luxurious curly hair.
Yum.
No,
I miss that.
I was never a fan, and the only time I appreciated Michael Bolton is when The Lonely Island did those things, and he was able to poke fun at himself.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't know much about you, dude, except your songs that I didn't care for, but if you can make fun of yourself, I'm okay with that.
I love people with a sense of humor.
Yeah.
And he seems to really have one, so I'm up for it.
Hey, he's gained a whole new legion of fans who are like, we love that you make fun of yourself. Singing about Captain Jack Sparrow.
Well, while this one is fun, my second option is the one we'll watch the next episode.
Ooh, do you want to tease or do you want to leave it as a secret for him?
I kind of want to just get it out of the way. It's been in my Netflix list for way too long. I'm tired of seeing it in there. I'm tired of wondering what it's about. Cadaver, 2020.
Oh, okay.
When a peculiar hotel dinner show draws crowds during a post-apocalyptic famine, one family discovers they'll pay much more than the price of admission. And I don't know how to pronounce a lot of those names.
Yeah, I believe it's foreign. I think we've had it on once, tried to watch it, and for some reason we ended up turning it off.
Yeah.
I think it was too late and neither one of us were really paying close attention, but I'm excited to check that one out finally.
Yeah.
It's one that I've skipped over many times. I'm like, this is probably best for the podcast.
I'm tired of it. We're done. We're watching it next time.
Yeah. But tonight
is Michael Bolton.
Sexy Michael Bolton. And you know how this goes. Since Leiann is back, this isn't your typical movie review where we're going to watch it and then break it down and talk about themes and that. No, my little bitches. It is interstellar interstitials.
Interstellar interstitial. Hey!
For those of you that don't know, listen to this.
What are interstellar interstitials? This is a rather different movie review format where Jeff and Leiann will pick a movie that neither of them have seen or at least one of them has not seen. Then, they will watch the movie in real time, breaking every 15 minutes to give their thoughts on the movie to that point. At the conclusion of the film, they will give their final thoughts, recommendations, ratings, and discuss any interesting information about the movie in general. Now back to your regularly scheduled podcast already in progress.
So yeah, Leiann.
What?
You ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back after this.
It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. Ice cream, candy, lemonade too. And there's a hot dog waiting for you.
The popcorn's popping and it's ready to go. You know all the great food is stealing the show.
Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar.
Pardon me, boy.
Yeah, baby.
Will you take me to the snack bar?
You know what I like. Everything's ready when the first meal's over. There's nothing like a pizza with a ice cold cola. Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar. It's intermission.
All right, so we are 15 minutes into Michael Bolton's big, sexy Valentine's Day special.
Everyone is dead.
That's it. They all died.
By the hands of Michael Bolton.
And his gun. Apparently, he loves guns.
He killed a cat, but no, he didn't. The blood was already there.
The cat blood on the wall was already there before. This is the most unhinged thing I've watched on Netflix. But it's in that just irreverent comedic way.
Yeah, in the beginning, he's best friends with, what's his name?
Adam Scott.
Yeah, and so Adam Scott's like, hey, buddy, bro, dude, wanna go out and go to Vegas? And he's like, no, man. And he's like, okay, we'll do Reno. He's like, no, man. He's like, man, what you got going on? He's like, it's Valentine's Day.
It's like, why are you so hung up on Valentine's Day? He sings this song about how Valentine's Day is 10 months to Christmas. And that's what it means to him.
Mm-hmm.
Literally nothing. Nothing more than, it's 10 more months until Christmas. What the fuck?
Yeah, and he gets talked to by Santa.
Yeah.
There is a crisis.
The elves made too many toys.
So he offers to kill the elves.
Yeah, pulls out a gun and goes, so you want me to kill them? It's like, no! I need you to get people to make 75,000 babies.
Populate.
Like, oh, so release like a new sexy single? He's like, it's gonna take more than that. So it's a telethon.
Sexy telethon.
Oh, don't you know it? We've got people on the phones like Brooke Shields, Janine Garofalo, Louis Anderson, Bob Saget, Sinbad. I think Andy Richter was there. We've already seen a performance from Misty and Blair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. He just kept singing about each other's pubes. And Michael Bolton kept getting annoyed.
He's like, okay, enough with the pubes.
Started out so sweet, but now you're real perverse.
They're like, no, it was perverted from the beginning, and they list all the reasons why their previous versions were perverted.
Oh my god. And then Michael Bolton has a duel with Kenny G.
Or he's in that one room, the lovemaking room.
Yeah,
the love nest.
Showing off the love nest.
Yeah, don't go into the man cave, which why would there be a man cave in a love nest? But whatever.
Well, I don't know, but that's where him and his friends go to bro out.
And so this love nest is optimal. It's set up for optimal lovemaking.
Yeah. There's a
Dead
fireplace,
carcasses.
a dead bear rug. The fireplace is there just to highlight the sweat on your bodies.
Oh, sweaty, sweaty me.
And after he shows it off, that's when Kenny G shows up, who is Andy Samberg. Well, they have this duel, then they're like, oh, just turned into a cool jam sesh.
It always does.
Like, the only reason Kenny G is like, oh, because you cut your hair, I have to confront you now. What the fuck is happening?
Meanwhile, the real Kenny G is mopping up the cat's blood.
Oh, that was a good touch. That was a good touch. It's like they're having this duel before they even start the duel. Kenny G's like, we have to have this duel, and Michael Bolton pulls out a gun again. He's like, whoa, dude, I bet with music. What is it with you and guns? He goes, what gun? Throws it aside, and that's where we hear it go off and shoot a cat.
He's like, you just killed a cat. You just shot a cat. He's like, no, I didn't. He's like, you threw the gun. We heard it bang. We heard the cat scream.
No, I think you're mistaken.
Blood on the wall.
That was there before.
The blood on the wall was there before.
Like, yeah. Then they agree to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when we see Kenny G mopping up the cat blood, and he just calls them assholes. And now we're at a chocolatier, because that's the greatest way, something sexy is chocolates.
Of course.
And Fred Armisen is the most annoyed chocolatier trying to customize a box. This guy's giving him nothing to work with.
Well, he's a professional, He knows what a woman wants, so he says, describe her to me, and I will create this custom box for her. And so this guy's describing her, but then, saying, oh, she's sassy, but she's also sweet. She's this. Well, but she's also this. And so Fred Armisen is trying to, he'll pull out one chocolate, and then the guy will say something opposite, and he'll annoyedly put it back, and then pick something else. He goes, you gotta give me something to work with!
He's talking about the little chalky hearts that have the little sayings on them. He's giving off things you can customize that are way too long, and then he goes, all the examples I've given are way too long to fit on these hearts, so maybe just stick with what we already have. If you appreciate Fred Armisen's humor, you will laugh hysterically at this whole section.
Yeah.
It's there's still more to it. We actually had to pause it because, 15-minute breaks and all.
Yeah.
And
the movie isn't that long either. It's only an hour long, I think. So we're only going to take probably 3 breaks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast so far. What about you?
So far, so good.
I mean, I didn't think Michael Bolton could be this funny. And he's actually really funny. And
I didn't know Kenny G could be funny. Mopping up cat blood? Hell yes.
Nonchalantly, just going, assholes. I was like, I didn't expect the real Kenny G to show up when Andy Samberg showed up with a wig. Talking about, you cut your hair. And after Michael Bolton tells him, I see you haven't cut your hair. He's like, I see you have cut yours. Like all other long locksmen. He starts naming off people and then tooting on the... You guys need to see this if you haven't already.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you say? Do we jump back in?
Jump back in.
All right. We'll be back right after this.
Way down in old Virginia, 300 years ago, Captain John Smith and Pocahontas trapped their meat and aged it slow. They smoked it and they spiced it too for flavor at its best. Genuine Smithfield barbecue surpasses all the rest.
Most great American traditions get better with the tellin', but James River's Smithfield barbecue gets better with the eatin'. At Smithfield, we still use the same famous recipe of herbs and spices. Our barbecue is still slow simmered in our secret sauce to perfection. And just like always, James River's Smithfield barbecue is good enough to be a great snack, hearty enough to fill a pioneer's appetite. You'll understand why John Smith stayed in Old Virginia. One of the best things about this tradition is we make it quick and easy for you. Be sure to visit our concession stand now for James River's Smithfield barbecue.
Another 15 minutes into Michael Bolton's big, sexy Valentine's Day special.
And he killed Santa Claus.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
With a Valentine's Day gun.
Yeah. His Valentine's Day gun, i.e. his penis.
White, hot bullets of love took out Santa.
So where we left off, he was...
They were finishing up with the chocolatier, and he was... Fred Armisen's character is basically like, hey, we have all this custom stuff, but maybe you just take what we've already done instead of trying to get something special. It's basically like, just come in and buy whatever we've already put together, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then they closed forever. And Michael Bolton's trying to figure out why he went to Solvang in the first place. Because they never cut to him once during the video. But it looks like you have notes, Leiann.
Well, only a little bit, just because...
There was a lot
there's
going
so
on.
much stuff that flies by you, and it's like, fuck. I missed a lot of stuff. He starts doing that one song where the punks invade the show. It was like...
Old time rock and roll.
Yeah, old time rock and roll. And the background is like a 50s style diner. And then in the middle of that, there's an interruption of him and others in like this dance class, right? Well, it turns out the class is essentially to prepare him for punks invading his show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They've got a choreographer played by Michael Sheen. And
yeah.
He's constantly throwing a chair around to get them ready.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And once they snap back to him doing old time rock and roll, the punks say, That was badass. Like, wait,
What? I do appreciate that one of the punks was, I believe it's Jorma Tacone from Lonely Island, the guy with the mohawk.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one dressed up as the musical note was the other guy from Lonely Island. I think it's Akiva. I don't remember his last name. But we've had all 3 members of the Lonely Island in this special, which makes fucking sense.
Well, we get back to the Love Nest, and we're introduced to Dr. Vince Harper, Virtual Erotic Simulations, and it's Chris Parnell. So apparently, he gives him this VR headset, and it's going to teach him how to do it, or
basically there's it was a virtual reality erotic simulation. It's VR porn, interactive VR porn.
Right. Well, his first task is that he has to find Cialis.
Yeah.
And he can't find any. So his next task is he has to go to the pharmacy to go pick it up, and his next task is to pay for it. Oh, his card is declined.
Use another card.
Cash.
He had to use cash.
Yeah, so he finally gets the Cialis. He gets back to the house in the VR world.
Mm-hmm.
And before he's about to get it on with this sexy woman, Chris Parnell bursts in, and apparently it's his wife that he put in the game.
Hello, get away from my wife, you son of a bitch! It's like, what are you doing? Like, that's my wife I put in the simulation, and I'm not gonna stand here and get cucked while you fuck her. He's like, whoa.
And then he just beats the shit out of him. And then fucks his wife.
He cuts back, because in the simulation, his wife goes, oh, it gets me so hot watching you beat up Michael Bolton. Then they cut to reality. Michael Bolton has taken the headset off, but Chris Parnell is there, and you see him, miming undoing his pants and pulling them down, and then he's thrusting. It's like, oh my god.
And then all of a sudden, it's Maya Rudolph doing the key change song.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I don't care. All the words were just about a key change.
Yeah.
Meaning the notes in the song.
Yeah. She ends it on a low note. It's basically a growl into her microphone. Then we meet Chef Roy with Bakery Delights.
Oh my god. His pink champagne cake.
And there's people there randomly, and they're all trying the cake that he made. And he's making assumptions about what each one of them is thinking as they eat the cake. He goes to the first chick, and he, I forget what he says, like, this cake's so good, I wish it were Valentine's Day every day. And she's like, oh my god, that's so right. And so the guy next to her, I think, what was his?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was something super simple, like, cake, don't mind if I do, or something like that. He gets to this other chick, well, I guess I'm cheating on my diet.
And they're all laughing and giggling, like, oh, that's right, oh my god.
But then he gets to Daryl, and he just starts insulting Daryl.
Like, oh, Daryl's like, yeah, this cake's good, but I just busted a nut in my pants. He's like, no, I'm not like that. And he keeps going around, and every time he comes back to... I'm sorry, I'm stepping on you.
That's perfect. Please go, because...
Keeps coming around to Daryl. These mundane things about everybody else. He's like, yeah, Daryl's like, oh my god, pink champagne cake? I'd rather be jacking it. He's like, no, that's not true.
That's not true.
Goes around again, and he keeps going off, and then Daryl finally goes, you know what? It's not true. So that was the last one he said. Oh, Daryl's there like, I want to eat Diane's butt.
They're like, they said it was Susan's butt. He's like, you know what? I forget.
It's both.
It's both. And they all start calling him a piece of shit and walk away.
Oh my god.
And then it's Stand By Me with Bolton and his twin brother.
Michael Fulton.
We're on that right now.
Yeah.
He's a bad singer.
A terrible singer. And I don't think Will Forte gets enough credit for how funny he is.
And apparently he's not good at anything. Apparently Michael Bolton got everything.
He got the voice, the looks, the physique, the charisma.
The normal amount of testicles. You know what? I imagine the brother with 3.
That's what I imagined too. I was like, oh, he's got 3?
Yeah.
I didn't think 1. I immediately went to 3.
Me too.
He's got the normal set and then just 1, also down there. Another one that's kind of like a Newton's cradle, so when he walks, they kind of just slap against. I don't know, man.
But that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
We're about halfway through, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, oh my god, this has been great. Honestly, if you guys haven't seen it and you have Netflix, watch it. If you don't have Netflix, but you have a friend.
Yeah, you can figure out ways to acquire.
Yeah.
Because fuck Netflix.
Yeah, they're raising their prices again. Fucking assholes.
And you know what? I'm glad we chose this because with all the shit that we've been, you know.
With the state of the world
I don't want to talk
right
about
now,
it, but we could all use a laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
We could use some cheering up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you say? Should we get back into it?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
That's 15 more super sexy minutes down of the super sexy Valentine's Day special. And, shit has gone off the fucking rails even more.
We expected it to.
Yeah, we finished up with his twin brother, who, a drunk driver, crashed a Scion, can't sing.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then there's Baby Archer doing Cupid Shuffle. It's just instructions on how to do the Cupid Shuffle, but they're awful. Like the second round is just left, stand.
And what's so funny is it's specifically Eric Andre's humor. And I think if you don't appreciate Eric Andre, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? But it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, he tells Michael Bolton to get up and do it with him.
Get your black ass up here. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, and I think the instructions that time were feel your balls slap back and forth.
Yep.
And he doesn't do it, so he yells at him to leave.
I smell your pheromones coming out your pee-pee hole. Then he's like, this was the Cupid Shuffle, get off my stage! It's fucking unhinged Eric Andre, which is just Eric Andre, I think, in everyday life, but that was perfect.
Yeah. Well, then we find out about Carmela.
Oh.
Yeah, they met at Disneyland Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't just love her body, he loves her mind, and he would love her even if she were only a mind. No arms, legs, or skin, just head floating in the jar, communicating telepathically. And then he immediately sings about Jack Sparrow.
Yep. Sings the song about Captain Jack Sparrow. All because they met in line at the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, wait a minute. Wait, what? What? And then next up is Wally's mattress.
Oh my god, we cut to a mattress store.
This guy's getting back-to-back phone calls from customers saying how they broke their mattresses. And he's like, what the hell is going on? He's upset because he has a lifetime guarantee and all these people are breaking their mattresses. He finally sees on TV that this fucking telethon is going on.
You see Michael Bolton just going, I need everybody out there to just pound that mattress. Keep pounding away on that mattress.
Pound that mattress until there's nothing left.
So Wally's like, okay, I gotta stop this.
Right, he bolts. You're gonna get tired of that real quick. Okay, so we cut to Michael Bolton singing about Ray Charles. Or no, singing a Ray Charles song, and it's about Carmela. He's got like huge blown up photos of him and Carmela together on the stage. Well, while he's singing, he gets a text message from her. It's essentially a Dear John letter. And she met someone else. He's inside me right this second. I hope you don't mind.
He goes, how could she do this to me? And then he sings no.
Hello. And then he introduces Casey Wilson, and then he bolts to the window where he then starts to sing.
Casey's there trying to go like, oh, let's go over these Valentine's Day cards, because there's nothing better than that. And then he starts singing, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You? While she's trying to get his attention like, hey, Mikey, you want to read some cards? Michael B. Trying to get his attention. And she goes, oh, he's coming this way. I better leave.
Yeah, she leaves. And then we see him crying at a computer screen, saying that he needs more pictures of horses.
So there's this whole montage of like eagles flying and horses running on the beach.
Campfires.
The most ridiculous shit. It's like none of this has anything to do with anything.
After that, we see two cops or they could be security guards.
They're security guards outside of where the special's being taped.
Yeah, and they're talking about, one of them's talking about how she wants to get an avocado tree. And the other one's like, avocados? You want to buy avocados? She's like, no, I want to buy an avocado tree. And they start talking about why it's beneficial to buy an avocado tree. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, mattress dude takes a uniform.
I think I found my way in.
I found my way in. And he throws it at him and then runs inside. And they immediately start shooting at him.
He threw the other cop, security guard, in front of the ground and just started shooting. And Wally has made his way inside.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Santa is telling Michael Bolton to sing the most romantic song. But apparently, people have been assassinated singing this song.
Yeah, like in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Right? Well, of course, this song is some fancy opera song.
Nessun Dorma.
Yeah, and we see the mattress guy climbing the rafters, and he's got a gun. He's got a gun, and he loads it.
Rifle.
Because you need one when you own a mattress.
Yeah,
store.
So he's up on a perch, and Santa happens to see him. And we see him look up at the guy with the sniper rifle trained on Michael Bolton.
And he starts to bolt.
Michael Bolton. And that's where we've paused.
We made sure to pause it right on time. We have 9 minutes and 15 seconds left.
Yeah.
I hope that Santa can save Michael Bolton so that Michael Bolton can save babies. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
Save Christmas.
Save Christmas with tons of babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, the toys that were made by the elves can't be used by babies, so...
Yeah, there's some flawed logic there on the part of Santa, but
yeah.
I do like that he bitch slapped Michael Bolton.
Yeah.
As he walked up with his coat over his shoulder, all sad, and Santa just looks at him and just backhands the shit out of Michael Bolton. Like, get your shit together. Oh my god, this is great. And I just love the fact that Michael Bolton has a sense of humor, because nobody without a sense of humor would be able to do anything like this. The fact that he could laugh at himself and do something this ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Should we finish out this chaotic ride?
I think we have no choice.
Alright. We're going to finish it out and we'll be right back.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
And just like that, the sexy time is over.
And if you don't want any spoilers to this, just cut it off right now, because we're going to give spoilers.
Yeah, we're spoiling the end of this fucker.
So, as we left off, Santa saw the sniper.
Mm-hmm.
And Bolton. Turns out, whoa, Santa got hit.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Terrible.
Santa's down. I don't know what he says to Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton says, Santa, don't you die on me. He goes, don't you worry about me. I'll be fine. Michael, you were always my favorite son.
He goes, I'm your son? What the fuck is going on?
Santa just fades away.
Santa!
Curse that damn song! Don't you dare die on me, Santa!
Michael, you mustn't worry about me. I'll be fine. Just caught one in the old bowl of jelly. Michael, you were always my favorite son.
I'm your son? What the fuck is going on?
It turns like magical dust that just blows away.
Yeah, well, and then he says, Boltron, bro?
Well, after Santa dies, Brooke Shields goes, Michael, we have to do something. It's flatlining. And they look at the tote board, and it's only at like 70,000 something.
Uh-huh.
And they lose one. And Andy Richter goes, we lost one.
Oh.
And then he sees there's a vision of Kenny G from earlier, goes, only when the time is right will the locks summon. So he goes, Boltron, grow.
And his hair grows out, and he's wearing old classic 90s denim.
And Andy Richter goes, peak 90s Bolton.
Fake Kenny G goes, the prophecy has come to pass.
He blows on this giant horn, and there's all these crazy effects, like this lightning behind Michael Bolton's red screen. It's basically, think of the old Incredible Hulk specials and TV show with Bill Bixby. It was that, but for Michael Bolton.
And it's his bangs for me. It's the bangs.
He's wearing the worst wig.
He's got these micro bangs.
Oh my god.
Well, it turns out they were ultimately one baby short.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? But then, guess who? Whoa.
Before we get there.
Whoa.
He only increased the numbers because he started singing When a Man Loves a Woman.
Oh yeah, and you started blowing people
and
away.
Then he had this magical note that he hit at the end, and they were one baby short.
Yeah, one baby short. And they're like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? This was all for nothing. Well, in walks Carmela, and she's like, by the way, I'm pregnant. He's like, wait, that's what you meant by the text? That he's still inside me?
He's inside me right now? Like,
I could think of no better way to say that.
There's a million better ways.
And then Wally becomes Santa because he killed Santa.
Mm-hmm. Just like in the Santa Claus, 1994. Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, the security guard said, you're free to go.
Michael Bolton and Carmela have their photo portrait.
Your family portrait.
And the baby has long hair.
The baby's got the long blonde Bolton locks. And I think that's where the special ended, right? Wasn't it with that?
Yeah.
But then,
if you want to talk about the special ending,
if you go to the end of the credits, there's a little stinger at the end. Michael Bolton's flipping through his little black book, giving all these names. Oh, Rebecca. Amelie, so sweet and innocent. The French Connection, what a car chase. He goes, yeah, this is my little black book of movies. And then a clown horn goes off. He goes, you know what that means? It's the Dancing Cupids. The worst dance routine.
They're not good.
And you can tell these are professional dancers doing a shitty job, doing this crazy dance routine. And they cut to Mike Willie, he goes, oh, so fucking good.
And he's, as they're dancing, he's talking to whoever is listening.
Just off screen.
Yeah, about how this was his favorite part and how they were going to cut it. But he said, if you cut it, you cut me.
It's like, what? It's, oh my god.
It was cute.
That was worth it. I could see me putting that on again just randomly.
Yeah.
And watching it again.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to me.
You picked a good one.
Yeah.
You picked a good birthday one.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the next one, but man,
I think it makes for a good 100th episode.
I think so.
Yeah.
No
short, sweet.
Oh, yeah, I just looked at the time. We're only at 38 minutes.
Boom, baby!
Yeah.
I nailed it. Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you, do you give this a recommend to anyone out there who's looking for a sexy time?
I guess. Sexy, I mean, if that's what you're into, no. Yeah, I recommend it. It's a good time.
Same here. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So if you have Netflix, definitely check it out. Or,
do
what you will to find it. Man, do you have anything you want to talk about before we do the end credits and all that?
Not really. I mean, I'm pretty excited to get Cadaver out of the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me too. I've been waiting to see it.
My belly button hurts.
Yeah, that's been an ongoing issue with your recovery.
Yeah, as the weeks go by, I heal a little bit more and a little bit more, but right behind my belly button, it's really holding on to being uncomfortable.
Yeah. But you made it through this, and I'm glad that you were able to do that.
Thanks.
I'm looking forward to the next one we do.
I thought, what's funny? When I did this whole surgery thing, I really thought I was going to be funny. I thought I was going to be hilarious for the nurses. I was not. I was a nightmare.
It definitely took its toll on you.
My anxiety was at a 10. Period. The end.
Yeah.
10.
Before, during, not so much after.
Well, I was fucked up after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, good times. So yeah, Cadaver. Next time. Super
Episode
stoked.
101.
We're going to get that out of the way. I'm tired of seeing it in my list.
But as you know,
Why?
Before we get there, you can find this show, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music. I mean, you don't really have to go to Amazon. Look, fuck billionaires, okay? But if you're on there, you can find us there.
Podbean.
Podbean, for sure. Go to Podbean. Support us there. Head on over to skeweredhead.com where you can check out the blog that I haven't posted to in a while. But there's also links to all of our social media. That's Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok. Go to our TikTok. Please go there. There is one video that has over 7,000 views, and I don't know why they're not looking at everything else. Apparently they love the baby. I love the baby as well, but I put effort into other videos too, people.
It's a matter of what TikTok decides to push to the algorithm.
In all reality, I really appreciate all the views that video's had. Because it's really fun.
Every time the number climbs, you get a little bit more giddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the last time I checked it was like 7,100 or something like that, 7,200. I'm like, Jesus. Over 7,000 people saw our clip of the baby.
Yeah. That was a fun one.
That was a really good one. Skeweredhead.com. You can also find our Patreon link over there if you want to support the show. That would be a huge help. And we're going to get to audio commentaries. I promise. I keep saying it, but I promise we will do that. We will make the time and do it. We have a better system now to record. I promise you there will be at least 2 audio commentaries this year.
No one is yelling at you.
Hey, I just want to make sure that if they do donate, they're getting their money's worth.
Right.
And there's transmission episodes as well that you can get with the Patreon pledge. There are different levels, so head on over and check that out. And every Saturday, I do a live show with my buddy JB. That is Tales from the Podcast, and currently we are going through all the seasons of Are You Afraid of the Dark? You know, that little 90s show from Nickelodeon? Yeah. We're doing that. We are getting ready to close out season 4, so make sure you join us over there. And speaking of Tales from the Podcast, we also have a video game. Tales from the Podcast.
Video game. The fucking video game?
The fucking video game. For $10, you can get a hold of that game. You can email us, talesfromthepodcast13@gmail.com. All the info will be in the show notes, but if you do a $10 PayPal or even Cash App donation, you'll get the game. For $5 more, you get access to the cheat bot. It's a retro-style RPG. You get to control JB, myself, and our former co-host, Ron. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of cum socks and a lot of adult jokes. So, if you're into that kind of thing, buy the game. Don't need no launchers. It's only single player, but hey, a lot of you only play games by yourself anyway, right? So,
by the way, all of our listeners, they have no friends.
No, it's a joke. I know a lot of us play games online with each other, but there are certain games you like to play alone because they're single player.
Yeah, you play games alone. So do I.
Yeah, I play Power Wash Simulator like almost every night.
Yeah. I play my Switch.
Don't judge me. It's a relaxing game, okay? Yeah. You check that out. And for Tales from the Podcast, we go live every Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So join us live. Go into chat. Chat with us while we're on this live stream. Is there anything else? I haven't had to do this outro in a while, plugging everything, because I've had guests on. So it's basically been plugging their stuff and then just brief about us. I think that's it. The social media, where to get the show, my other show, the video game. If there's anything else. Man, do you have anything else you want to tell the people before we sign off?
Suck.
Keep enjoying that universe that's just a bit skewered.